Okay, here I'll show you how to make your new output shaft for the excavator. Here are the basic dimensions of what the excavator was, and then the new part with the spacer. I presume if you pause the video you can read the dimensions. And so you don't use high-speed steel, they'll just go dull. So this is a set of carbide bits I bought. They look like that. I used the 2.2 millimeter. You're gonna have to buy one of these. So the first thing you want to do is cut the length down, and to do that is cut it a bit long. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this with one hand. Let's see. So you mark it with a magic marker where you have to cut it a bit long here using a cutoff wheel, and then using a standard grinding wheel you can grind it to the length that you need. And again, measuring the length checking the length with one of those calipers. Then let's take this along. So over here, see, I'm going with a drill press. I have one of these, and if you have one of these, I'm going to assume you know how to use it, and I don't have to tell you what to do. But if you have let's say you or a friend has a drill press, I mean, it is much trickier. So what you want to do is you want a support piece that's just a bit below 6 millimeters in thickness, because the shaft is 6 millimeters in diameter. You want to have it parallel, and also that it's high enough that when you clamp your piece, it's up high so you can see what the heck's going on. I mean, if you're clamped down low, it's like, because you're going to be going for a target. And so you want to be clamping the vise down. You don't want to freehand this. I only have one clamp. Your job, I'd advise having 2 clamps. The shaft is 6 millimeters. You have to find where's the center point is obviously 3 millimeters in. This jaw moves, this one doesn't. So you want to be 3 millimeters in from that side. And what you can do is set one of these calipers at 3 millimeters, scribe in a line. This gets clamped in, and then you have to have something that's that has a pointy point. I made this on a lathe. Possibly you don't have a lathe, but maybe if there was a nice sturdy thick pin. But anyway, so I can rotate the vise, and so like right now it's on the 3 millimeters in, but see, it all ends up being all tricky because that ends up popping down. What you want to do then is you can oh, hang on, where's the magic marker? So now you would be drilling the center of the shaft, but if your spacer is 4.9 millimeters thick, then you want to be in 17.6. So I go 17.6, right? Yeah, to where the hole has to be drilled. And that's from that end. So you can just using a magic marker, it ends up scribing in a little line. So now there's a line scribed in, so I know distance wise this way where I have to be. Then I can, you don't want to move the vise because then you'll lose the 3. If you move the vise now, it's going to mess up your 3 millimeters in from that job. And so there, I got it lined up. Obviously now put in the 2.2 millimeter carbide bit. I was running it at 1600 RPMs with oil as a lubricant. So there it is. This is the tricky part.